Light and Bone Tarot. Thank you so much for being here. We are doing a reading for Is This Love? Or Are They in Love? Are You in Love? It's just a lot about love and what the situation is. So we have 4 cards here. I'll zoom in, but these are your crystal cards. They're very beautiful cards. And let's take a look a little bit closer and you can kind of get a feel for these cards and see which one you like the most. But I'll just tell you right here, we have Phantom Quartz, very beautiful. Unakite, and this agate is absolutely gorgeous, and clear quartz. So pick the card that speaks to you, whichever one it is. I don't even think you have to overthink it. I think it's like the first one that really caught your eye. Although I think this is probably going to catch everyone's eye first, but you know what? That's just me. Everyone here is different. But yes, thank you very much. Pick your card and then you'll find a timestamp and your reading will be coming up. So thank you and goodbye. This is pile 1. Well, really, this is Light and Bone Tarot, and I just want to thank you for being here. We are doing a reading for Is This Love? Are They in Love? Are You in Love? All of this is going to come to light, and this is your pile. We are here for Phantom Quartz. I have no idea why they call it Phantom Quartz, but it is very pretty. I say that about all the cards. I just think they're all very beautiful. So yes, here you are, and this is your reading. So great. I'm excited to do this because I think love is an amazing topic and we're definitely going to keep this card. We are going to put it down as, I want to know how you guys feel about each other right now. How do you guys feel about each other? So yes. Okay, so the first card, and it is the one that jumped out, so to me there's like a real significance here. This is the 2 of Cups, and this is definitely the card of like love, relationships, just sharing feelings, all the quintessential feelings of love. Oh my goodness, we are off kilter. That's like all tied up in this card. So I really couldn't ask for a better card straight off to see like how you guys feel about each other. And Mother of Swords, I just got this like clean communication between you guys. I feel like there's a real honesty, just a strength in your communication, almost like a strength in your bond. I really do like the message so far. This card, it's the more funky one on the table. I don't know. This is a little bit of like isolation is the first word we would give to this card, but it makes me feel these are 2 very, very good cards. So to see this one come up, how you guys feel about each other, maybe you feel like, I don't know, maybe there's a fear that you aren't spending enough time with your other friends, or that maybe you're giving this person too much. Maybe you feel like you're so into this person, you've almost been cutting yourself out of other opportunities or situations where you could, spend time with friend or family. Maybe you've isolated yourself, which I think is something almost everyone does. I speak for myself. I do this. I don't know if everyone does this, but if you're crazy about someone in the beginning, you can tend to not spend as much time with your friends. And then if something hits you and you realize like you need to, start incorporating things you did before. So this could be like a heads up to that. Or maybe you're feeling, like this person is just all you need. Maybe you are just, both of you, completely smitten kittens and everything's just perfect right now. I mean, there's a lot for me to think that things are really good. Let's get a little bit more about you guys, about your connection. I love the naughty cards. Just, they keep things interesting. There's something so fun about them. I'm just going to keep with the naughty theme here, because when I turned the Devil over, I said naughty. I didn't feel that it was like a negative, heavy, bad energy, and I'm not going to let it feel that way. And it really, to pull over the Son of Cups with this is definitely a card of romance. So I do think there's a naughtiness to your connection, and this could be, I think it works for you. Whatever that naughty element or component is, I think it's something you guys both like, you both enjoy. It's fun. I don't know if you guys like, I could speculate on so many things, but that doesn't even really matter. I just think you guys have a lot of fun together. And I will say, I will probably come back to this because there could be like a heads up of, hey, if you guys are really like so into each other that you're isolating yourselves, if that's actually happening, I don't know, maybe you guys are like experimenting with fun drugs together, or maybe you're, I don't know, like there's a lot of things I could throw out there. I'm not going to, but this could be like a warning of, okay, enough. Like it was fun. You did that for the first month or two, but like enough, or the first year or whatever. But the Devil card makes me think that you guys do have fun together. You have there's just something extra between you two that maybe you haven't really had with someone else. And I think that's great. Now as far as, is this love? I'm definitely getting a feeling of like heavy connection. I think you guys are very like physically drawn to one another. I just get that you guys are kind of almost like at this eat each other alive kind of stage. And whether this has been going on for like 2 weeks or a year or 2 months, I don't know, but I feel like you're just very like wrapped up in one another. There's just a lot of romance and fun, that newness of a relationship coming off the top line here. So we're going to have to, and that's why we're here, because we want to know, is this love? Like, is this love on their part? Is this love on your part? What is this? Because so far I can see that you have a pretty awesome connection. I would love to have this connection. This is great. There's so many fun different components up here. But also there are elements up here that if we, isolated them and wanted to talk about the downside, there would be a little bit of that too. So we'll see what comes up. I want to know just you, how do you feel about this person? What are you feeling? I'm not going to ignore that the Empress card came up in reverse. I'm not going to put it over in reverse, but I'm not going to ignore it completely. Okay, so how do you feel about this person? I think you are smitten, okay? I think this person, and even the Empress in reverse, okay, so the good things are, I do feel like this person makes you feel like literally like a woman, whether you're a man or a woman, I don't even think it matters. It just brings alive this sensuality in you. I think you're very connected to this. As a couple, you guys are very connected. You're very into one another. I do think you guys have great communication. And I see this intimacy and this just real, like very, I want to say deep connection. I'm not sure yet how deep your connection is. And it might get more surface as we proceed, which would bring it out of the love category. Not to say it couldn't get there, but I'm definitely seeing this like intensity. I will say that. How you feel about this person? You feel strong. I think you have a lot of respect for them. This is a kind of friendship, and you definitely feel more than friendly towards this person. So I'm just going to say, like, we have the 2 of Cups and this is 3 of Cups. I think you could see yourself building something with this person. I think you could see this relationship going through different phases, and I think you consider this person a friend and vice versa. And that would go to the part that you do have great connection. You have fun together. It's someone you can I think you guys are silly together. I think you laugh a ton. I think you're doing all sorts of fun things. You're dancing and you're singing and you're having fun. I don't think either one of you take the relationship too seriously. You may take each other seriously at times, but I get the sense that there's a real, like if you had to describe this connection in a few words, it would probably be like fun, passionate, and intense. That's what I'm getting from you guys. Oh my goodness, this is an Emperor card, not Empress. Jesus, I'm sorry. Interesting. I just noticed that. It's funny because I rarely get the Empress card, but I get the Emperor more. I don't know why I was thinking about the Empress. Okay, how does this person make you feel? So I will say, I think this person I'm not going to say they stress you out, but I'm going to say there's probably this little bit of you that feels like this person might take a little control. Or controlling. You might be able to foresee down the line that you would how am I trying, that this dynamic that you have won't last forever. And I believe with the emperor, because the emperor is very like, they're rigid, they're structured. They have this like, iron fist. They're no nonsense. And I don't think you're the emperor right now in any way. I don't think either one of you guys are. But I do think you see how there will come a point where eventually you're going to have to be like, okay, we need to give this some structure, some boundaries, some rules. We can't stay up till 2 a.m. every night. Like, I just think you guys are somewhat throwing caution to the wind right now, and you foresee how that would have to change a little bit, how that dynamic would have to change. And the Emperor card was upside down, and upside down the Emperor doesn't, I'm trying to think, I don't think it means a whole lot different. I think it might be like a more negative spin on what the Emperor actually represents, which, the Emperor, when he's balanced and good, it's a fair ruling. It's someone who's like almost like a father figure, but just authoritative, but good and kind, and someone you'd want to come to with a problem. But in reverse, it can be someone that is a little chaotic, controlling, and gets a little more enjoyment out of ruling than they should. And I don't know why I just went on a tangent. That doesn't even matter. It's not even relevant. I just think that this card came up because I think you see how eventually you're going to have to be a little more firm, and it might be your job to lay this down. You would be the one to kind of implement the structure. I don't necessarily see it coming from your partner. And for that to happen, you'd have to even have more of a you'd have to be more friends. Like, because I get the impression that right now you're mainly lovers and you are mainly two people who have a great time together. And of course you're friends, but like, have you been through all the aspects of friendship? Like the highs, the lows, the ups, the downs. I'm not sure you guys have. If you have, and you've known this person for a while and you've been through a ton together, then I still think there's a conversation. There's some structure that's needed. And the Father of Wands, this is, I always feel like there's this protection with this card. It's like it's someone who really wants to protect their family. It's like a guardian. And I definitely get this, I do think you would want to, just make sure that you can, oh my God, that you don't lose what you have, right? There's a part of you that I think really wants to find a way to hold on to this without losing it. And it's almost like striking this balance, which I think we're going to see more of that, where that you're going to have to strike a balance. And getting back to is this love, I do think you could potentially really love this person, because we have that here. Like, I think you want to protect the relationship. You want to protect your person. You want there to be like rules. You don't want this to be like just a crazy fun dynamic forever. It's going to have to, like I said, there are going to have to be some boundaries. And I also think that you want, maybe there's a little bit of you that wants just a little bit more, something maybe like deeper or more meaningful. And I get that here. And it's not to say that your partner doesn't want these things. I just get the impression like right now, this is probably what's going through your head, which would make sense why you're here, because you want to know, like, yeah, is there something really more to this? Like, if we, whittle it down, like what is there actually left? I do think you are either falling in love with this person, or you could truly love them. And that's scary to hear, but that's a good thing. And we're going to find out a little bit about how this person feels about you. So I want to know just 2 more cards about how you really feel about this person. And so we've got Justice and the Ace of Cups. So the Ace of Cups is it's complete love. It's the love and intimacy card. Again, it goes before this, and it is like this fountain of love, basically. And so this would tell me that you really do think you've found your person in this person. And with Justice, this would be a little bit more of you wanting striking that balance, wanting the like, it can't be, fun and crazy all the time. Like, it's almost like there's this part of you where you're not waiting for the bottom to fall out, because I really don't think you're thinking about it to that extent, but that there's going to have to be some structure. There's going to have to be some rules. And I get that with justice. And altogether, I think both of you are going to have to be just a little bit more like judicious with how you approach your relationship. Just the time you spend together, maybe the money you guys spend together, the things you do together, it's just going to have to be reevaluated or structured a little bit differently. I think if it goes into the next stages, but I definitely get the impression that you love this person. And yeah, I haven't asked anything about how they feel about you, or if this is love, but yeah, I want to know how they feel about you. And I think we're going to see some good cards here too. I hope we do. Okay, so how they feel about you, we've got conflicted. That doesn't mean exactly that they're conflicted about you. It's just the card that came up. We'll get it a little bit better. Ace of Pentacles, great card, and the Magician. So I will say this. I almost get the impression that like this person you're with is like a, like a reformed fuckboy, basically. Like this is someone that maybe you guys really like, they never thought they'd be this into you or into anyone for that matter, not just you. Or, they haven't really been in a committed relationship in a long time or ever. They didn't think they'd commit again for a long time. Like I get the impression that maybe they didn't think this is all kind of like a whirlwind for them. And that's what I get from the confliction. Not that they're conflicted about you, but just the fact that things are moving so quickly and they're as intense as they are. However, Ace of Pentacles, it's like it's new starts, it's new beginnings. I always see this as like a light at the end of the tunnel. Like there's something just pulling them in a good way. Like I do think they are very drawn. Like I think they're very drawn to you. And I don't think they're scared of the idea of committing to you. I think it kind of blows their mind that it's happening. But I think they're into it. So I'm happy for all these cards that are here. Yeah, and you should be too. So the Magician is it's a positive card. How they feel about you, I think they think that you are very neat. I think they think you're a little bit crafty, very capable. I do see that they think you're very smart. Maybe you're even like smarter and more capable than them. You might even be like, I don't know, I kind of get the feeling you're like a notch above them in a few departments, and yet I can see them going to you for advice. I can see them like really looking up to you. Like you've done things in your life that maybe they want to accomplish, or you're doing something they want to be doing. I get that feeling that you're kind of like the leader somehow, or just maybe you're just ever so slightly more mature than them. That really could be it too. That you kind of hold a little bit more power than you realize, but they do see you as being like the more powerful one. And I do think that in this relationship, and we see it up here, it would kind of fall on you to just set the next steps. If you really wanted something to happen, you would probably be the one initiating the conversation. I see them almost following your lead or deferring to you. I don't know if they lack a little bit of confidence, or if they're afraid if they bring something up, it's going to be too soon, or it's not going to be the right time, or they're not going to know if they're ready for it. I just see them kind of immature or childish in that way, but they see you as being very, just almost like they want you to lead this relationship. That's what I'm getting. Let's find out. I want to know, I'm going to pull over 2 cards to see. I'm going to ask if they love you. This isn't how you get the answer. If someone loves you, this is a reading. So we're going to get an idea just based on the cards, but I don't want whatever pulls over. If it's not good, don't trip. Okay. But yeah, I want to know if they think they're in love. Okay. Let's put it that way. What are they thinking? So we have the Tower. I'm glad I prefaced that first. Okay. So we have the Tower upside down. I think it means the same thing right side up. In fact, I'm fairly certain it does. Although it could mean, God, now I want to look, it could mean actually building things instead of burning them down. But Okay, so the Ace of Wands, we'll start here. It's new. It's like and it's under the Ace of Cups. It's new beginnings. It's new excitement. It's enthusiasm. I think they're very, very enthusiastic about you. I really do. And I think for them, enthusiasm it's close to love. I don't know. I can't say they're in love, but I think if they're enthusiastic, then yes, I'm going to say this is very strong. So for the Tower, generally not a good card. It's letting things crash and burn. But here's sincerely the message I'm getting from this. And this message would track if it's upside down or not. I think this message, if it's right side up and it's the Tower, I honestly think they want to like let go of maybe who they were in the past or actions they would have taken in the past, how they would have handled the situation in the past. I think they want to do things differently. I really think they want to start fresh. And I honestly think that you are giving them this like inspiration and power to do so. That's how I see it. And the flip meaning for the Tower would mean they want to start something. They want to grow something. They want to, the opposite of letting something crash and burn. It would be building something. So I am sincerely saying that, I can't say that they're in love. But I think for them, this is the strongest they could possibly feel right now. And they are absolutely going to let you take the course here. They aren't, I think if you wait for them, I'm not going to say it won't happen, but I get the impression that they would much rather have you take the initiative here. But I really do see that you guys could go somewhere and you could get this really nice start going, like starting something a little more serious. And yeah, I think this is a really interesting reading. I mean, is this love? I do think you're in love. I think for you, it's love. I think it's got all the potential. It is, I'm not getting this like, I think there's a lot, so far I'm getting more of like a lust infatuation off of you guys. However, I'm also seeing in the cards that this can really turn into love. Like there's nothing for me to be like, this is temporary. This is going to die out. This isn't going to work. No, I think you've got someone who probably didn't see themselves in this situation. But now that they're here, I wouldn't say they're fighting it, but they're going to let you take the lead. But I think they're in. I really think they're all in. So yeah, just take this reading for what it is. Enjoy it, because I think it was a very good reading for you. The message to me is that I don't think it would even make sense to be like, yes, this person's in love. I think if I said that, you might be like, even if it's what you want to hear, it might feel too premature. Like you might even know that would be, I'm not going to say impossible, but like there isn't enough information to back that up. But I will tell you, they are really, really thinking about this. They're on their way to that. And I think if you can show them a little bit more than what's up here, like just that friendship, that structure, that if they really do kind of respect you and see you as this like powerhouse in a way, but I think if you show a little bit more of that you'll really help give some structure to this relationship. And yeah, and I think that would make them fall in love. So I hope you enjoyed this. I'm going to stop it here because I think that message is pretty solid. But yeah, please let me know if this makes sense for you, if you enjoy it. I would love to hear your comments and feedback. And now I'm actually asking for subscribers. So if you would subscribe, that would be everything. If you made it this far to even hear that message, thank you so much. And have a great day or night. It's my evening. Okay. All right. Goodbye. Thank you so much. Hello, this is Light and Bone Tarot, and thank you so much for being here. You are letting me read for you for Is This Love? Are they in love? Are you in love? That's the direction the last reading took us, and it was really insightful. We kind of got all three categories answered. So yes, thank you very much for being here. I'm just going to hold this up just so you can look at it for 1 second. I don't know why I do this. You already picked your pile. But anyway, it's Unakite. And yeah, a little bit of everything going on here. All sorts of things. Okay, let's get right into this for Is This Love? Are they in love? And vice versa. Okay, I want to know. I want to see your guys' dynamic, your relationship. So I want to see that. So we are off to oh, fuck. Sorry, Death. the devil and the Son of Swords. Whew, I'm going to tell you, no, you're not in love. Please don't be in love. Okay. I don't know what to do with this. I've actually never had Death and the Devil, and then the Son of Swords, which pretty much is like the universal fuckboy card. I have to get more information here, but off the bat, and I'm just going to say I'm sorry because I don't enjoy this. I sound like I enjoy it because it's like such a message, but I don't. Off the bat, you're dealing with a very problematic person. And I'm going to try to spin this a little bit and make them not awful. We're going to have to get more information. The only good I could take out of this thus far is that they've turned over a new leaf. They've changed themselves. They're someone totally different. I'm going to say they definitely have demons. And this Son of Wands, it's like this to me would be like a perpetual immature energy. It would be someone who thinks way too highly of themselves, is flashy, is overly charismatic, has an ego, is a flirt. Like I literally have nothing good to say right now. I always find something good to say, so hang in there. But if you picked this, there's a good chance you know the answer to the question, is this love? But so far I'd say no, this is an obsession, this is lust, this is toxic. I mean, I'm not going to harp on all the bad things it could be, but geez, I almost want to stop this reading right now because I'm afraid. I'm going to tell you, my fear is that I'm going to turn over cards and there's going to be like a beautiful story, and that's okay because it shouldn't be my fear. That would be okay, but I'm never going to be able to come off of this top line. And that's a message. Okay, so let's get some more, and we will. We're gonna get more about your dynamic, your relationship. So let's pull some more. Okay, Daughter of Swords and Daughter of Cups. So I'm going to be honest, and I'm sorry. I can read this two different ways. I can read it that there's a lot of immaturity here. There's a lot of, or I can read it as there's literally other people in the picture. And if you're dating someone who sees other women or other men, it doesn't matter. Even though we have two daughters, it doesn't necessarily represent two females, but majority of the time it would, because I feel like most women are here reading for a man. I'm going to say I see other people, and I'm sorry, because we could also interpret this as there's just a lot of immaturity. Maybe there's been a lot of a lot of energy put into communicating, a lot of energy into getting the truth. That could be my other thing. Like maybe you are trying so hard to get the truth out of them. You're trying to get the right emotions out of them, the right conversations, the right direction, and you're just not getting it. Or there's other people, and these other people are, I don't know. Let's take this in the direction that you're trying, because even if there are other people, okay, fine, great, whatever, you're still here, you want a reading, and let's take it in the direction that you're trying to get this, like you're really working on this relationship. And maybe you guys, maybe your person there could be still a part of him that's crazy about you, or in his own I'm just going to say him, in his own twisted way, wants to love you or be with you. It doesn't mean they're the devil, okay? It means that they can be very immature, selfish. They can have all that energy, but I just see them at the very best at being problematic. I think they are problematic, but with the Death card, I do see or feel at least that they have tried at some point to make a new beginning, to make a new start, to do things differently. And I guess they have given you the opportunity to talk to them about your feelings, about where the direction's going. I see that those conversations have happened. maybe you've been able to act a little bit more like emotionally, or you've been able to be a little more vulnerable with them, get a little more emotion or rise out of them. But I don't see that in any way your, emotional or intellectual needs are being met here. But you probably are, you might be crazy about them. I don't know. All right, okay, I'm just going to do a line to see how you feel about them. How do you feel about them? Let's get that. Oh my God. I can't make this up. This is nightmares and anxiety. Jesus, I'm so sorry. Son of Swords. This would be, oh my God, I'm conflicted. Okay. How you feel about them? They stress you out. They keep you up at night. You are deeply conflicted. And the Son of Swords is also an energy of pure haste. It is someone who thinks they're great. It's ego. It's someone who survives on their charm and charisma. The Son of Swords is a very hasty, like it's all about me, I'm going to do what I want energy. It also represents someone who is smart and I wouldn't say focused, but it's someone who can go after what they want, that's for sure. But I don't think they take other people's account into it. So if this is how you feel about the relationship or how you feel about this person, so far the writing's on the wall here. God, I'm gonna do 2 more to see. I'm not. I'm gonna ask how they feel about you. Okay. I want to know how they feel about you, and they might adore you to the best of their ability. They might. I don't see love coming off this person in any capacity, but let's see how they feel about you. Okay. So we've got strength. That's great. They probably know they're dishing it out to you, and you can definitely take it. You're here right now asking about them. So yeah, you're strong. You're a force. The High Priestess. So yeah, they basically see you as, and they recognize you. They see you. They admire you in a lot of ways. They probably think you're amazing in that you can put up with their bullshit. They see you as mysterious. They see you as interesting. They see you as strong, capable. They probably see you as very smart, very, very balanced, definitely smart. I think, I definitely think there's something about you they really, truly admire. And I would say they also are very attracted to you. With the Strength and the High Priestess, there's like this, I can get a lot of like passion and energy that comes off of this. So I do think you guys have, I'm going to say, a passionate connection. But I can't even say I get lust off of this, because I don't even know what you're getting out of this beyond like something lustful. And I don't even know what other word to use, because it's just because it stresses you out. Okay. It really stresses you out. And your person up here, I don't even know how hard they're trying to be that great of a person. Like, I almost feel like if they do have other people in their life, or if they're cheating, I don't know if that would like fit into the parameters of your relationship. But if there are other people, I almost feel like they know that you know about it. You might turn a blind eye, or you might just be like, I'm not even going to address it. We've already talked about it. They lie about it. They refuse to acknowledge it. They've told me straight up they're seeing other people. Like, I just feel like that's kind of the thing here. And, because they see you this way, I get that you might think that they love you, and who knows, maybe they do. I couldn't say. It's not what I'm getting off the cards. I don't get love off of them, period. Like, there's no love coming off of them, and you wouldn't feel this if there was. But they do have, in their own twisted way, they absolutely have respect for you, and they do recognize, like, they have a recognition for you. You might be like their top bitch. You might be like, I don't know. It's just, there's something, but I'm not judging. I mean, I get this. I really get it. So yeah, no judgment whatsoever. It's just a warning. Okay, let's see. What can we ask here? Okay, tell me something. I'm going to ask, tell me something good about this connection. I want to know what actually is attracting you to this connection. Because we'll see the good in it. It's not like you're, a moron for being here. You're here, and here as in this relationship. So there's something drawing you in. What is that? Okay, so you've got choice, or no, pardon me, like decisions. Okay, and then we've got Ten of Pentacles. So Ten of Pentacles is like, there's security here. I would say that there's a very good chance this person has like a monetary level of security that they can offer you. They might be very generous with their money. You might live with them. I don't know. I'm not saying you need the money in any way, but I'm saying I would get the impression that they have a little bit more than you in that department, and that they're very generous. Or maybe you guys have the same amount, but they're just very generous. I get that. And I get that when they do spend money on you, or if you guys like play house together or live together or spend most of your time together or whatever, take trips together, it probably does make you think it feels like a relationship when you're doing that. And they probably are all in as far as you can tell, which they're not, but they would give that impression. And they might be all in those moments, like for a weekend or however long. I can't stress enough that I don't see this person all into anything right now. I'm not saying they never will be or can't ever be, but right now, as far as the cards go, as far as what Spirit's chosen to show you, love isn't really on the table here. And then for the decision, what's nice about this relationship, I do think you have freedom. This is giving you time to kind of like figure out what you want, what you need. I don't think anyone's putting pressure on you. But that this is all swords here in this line. It's all swords. It's all tensionous. It's in your head. It's conflict. It's a lot of, these are like the worst sword cards. And so, but yeah, sure. I get that when you're with this person, it's pretty great. And I get that from the Ten of Pentacles, and it feels secure. They probably do a very good job of like, I don't know if hoodwinking is the right word, but like really making you think that things are super awesome. And in fact, this person could be, they could be a whole bunch of things, but I'm sure they're manipulative. I'm sure they lie, and I'm sure they really enjoy making you think they're, like a freaking star boyfriend or whatever. But yeah. Okay, we're gonna ask I just want to know something else. I want to know what they like about you. Like why are they even keeping you around? Let's see something that they really like about you. So that's funny. Well, it's not, nothing about this is funny, quite frankly. So what they like about you. So we've got the Two of Wands, which I confused with this one. So this is choice, right? And then we've got the Seven of Wands, which is like standing your ground. So this is going to go back to respect. I do think they respect you. I do think they know, they know that you're not going to lose your mind over them. Okay. Like they know that they're basically a piece of shit, and you're in it because you probably see qualities about them, whatever, you're going through something. But I really think they know that they're never going to get to you. And they do like that about you, believe it or not. They like that. I think you make them feel like they have a choice. I don't get the impression that you're trying to get your claws into them. I think you're actually looking for a way out. I think you're always asking yourself, like, how do I get out of this? And you're probably here because you secretly want to hear me say, no, you're not in love. They're not in love. But I almost think that's what this person likes about you. And I'm sorry, because I'm sure if I kept asking, I'd see great things. Like, I know there's obviously passion between you. I'm sure there's obviously I think they're wildly attracted to you. I think they think you're probably very smart, very courageous, very balanced. They think they'd probably love to be you, quite frankly. But I just cannot see any level of commitment or anything positive coming out of this person. And I don't think you're their person because they are stressing you the hell out. And quite frankly, I don't get that they're anyone's person. And what they like about you is so it still only serves them. Like they still have to, it's like they like you because they can still do their own thing on the side and you're not going to trip too much on it, basically, is what I'm getting. You're also not going to fall in love with them and ask them for a commitment. Like you're just, I mean, yeah, yeah. But that said, I do see this is the card that makes me realize, like, yeah, you guys have definitely had some very real moments. You've had your connection. There's a lot of realness between you guys, but it's not real in like a very honest way. It's just, I do think when this person is with you in this 10 of Cups energy, or pardon me, 10 of Pentacles, they almost have the same meaning, but 10 of Pentacles, yeah, I think things are all good. And in that moment, you know, maybe they forget the other people they're dating or something like that. But yeah, and you know what? If this reading has nothing to do with your situation, then it was just not the reading for you. So don't apply any of this if it really doesn't sound like it tracks. I mean, not, you know, there's always a grain of salt that you have to take with this. But if any of this does track, then it is your reading. But yeah, I'm sorry, but I feel like you know it. I don't even feel like I have to really apologize in delivering this message. I have times where I feel that way. This isn't one of those times. I feel like you absolutely know this. I'm going to get some good luck charms from Spirit for you, just moving forward. In my head, you would end this connection, or you would not get any more attached and progressively detach. That would be, to me, the only way to go about this. But I mean, that's what I see. But of course, you do whatever feels right. But okay, let's get some good luck charms from Spirit. Let's say you do want to go through with like cutting ties or doing what's best for you. What is Spirit going to tell you? Follow through. And I mean, just follow through with it. If you're contemplating ending this, if you're thinking this person isn't right for you, if you think they're toxic, whatever, follow through with those thoughts, those actions. And let's get another one. Creator of Earth. So to me, this is like Earth is that find your balance, find your place, find your foundation. What's important to you? What do you stand for? I mean, really, what do you stand for? And I think this is really like, if this makes you feel out of whack or completely lost, or like you're just on unstable ground and you can't find your frickin' balance or whatever, then yes, this isn't right. You need to feel like you're solid. And so that's what I get with the Earth. Just find your Earth, find your place. Let's get one more, because I just feel like you need one more. Fearless expression. Yeah, so I like that too, because this is basically Spirit saying to you, whatever you have to say to this person, just say it. I mean, don't sugarcoat anything. I mean, do sugarcoat if you think that it's going to turn into like the biggest fight of your life, then don't even deal with them. But like, you know, don't just tell them what you're feeling, what you're thinking. Let them know if you like, just however you feel you need to express yourself, do it. And do it for you. So maybe you know that you at least tried, or you don't look back and say, oh, I wish I would have said this. And then you reach out to them one day to tell them that, and then you're back in the whole cycle. So I do think everything you want to say or get off your chest, you should do fearlessly. But I almost feel like you need to do that, like I said, so you don't go back to it in a month and want closure because you didn't say something. I just think you really need to like say everything you have to say, follow through with it, be grounded, don't lose yourself. Yeah, I'm going to end this here, but this is Unakite, and I would love to hear if any of this tracks for you, if it makes sense, if it sounds right, if it's totally off, let me know. But yeah, please let me know. And I have to ask now, please subscribe. If you could do that, I would really appreciate it. It'd mean a lot. And it'll keep me doing all these videos. So yeah, let me know and come back for more videos. There are so many more positive readings. This is probably one of my most negative readings I've ever done. So it doesn't usually go down like this. Okay. Thank you. Goodbye. So this is Light and Bone Tarot. Thank you so much for being here. You are letting me read for you. We are doing a reading for Is This Love? Are they in love? Are you in love? Gosh, the last reading was one for the record books. So, we'll see where this one goes. We'll see. But we really get into just the topic of love and where you guys stand there. So you picked agate. Beautiful card. One of my favorites. Love it. Wish I had the real stone. Okay. That goes right there. And we're jumping right in. I'm still like coming off of the last reading. It was really something. Okay. Is this love? I'm going to see your guys' whole relationship, not your whole relationship. I'm going to see your dynamic. That's what I'm going to ask for. I want to know a little bit about you guys as a couple. Heartbreak, the Hermit, and okay, well, we're going to ask for some better cards than this. Okay, so here's what I'm going to say. I actually see, because of the Hermit card, I actually think you guys have been through something, and I do think you've had some heartbreak in your relationship. I do think you guys have been through like a heartbreak together. Maybe someone cheated. Maybe you guys broke up and got back together for whatever reason. But actually, the more I look at this top line, I see it more positively, because this heartbreak tells me that you guys, like, you've been through it. You've been through some shit together. And now I think you guys probably are together. If you're not together, well, okay. You've been through something real, something heavy, something that you went through together. And now with the Hermit, so maybe you aren't together currently, because this is definitely a card of like taking time, taking a step back, doing your own thing, looking within. This is very much a like almost meditative, on your own kind of card, finding your own light, which would make me think that whatever this was, maybe you guys are taking a break right now. That would make the most sense for me. If you aren't taking a break, let's say you guys are together, or if you didn't just break up, and you're together, then I think your relationship looks a little different than it did before this episode. I think maybe you guys are a little more reserved. You're maybe not communicating with each other the way that you were. You guys are both really taking time. But this is the Hermit to me is a very positive card. There's nothing negative about the Hermit. So if you're doing this, it's because you're addressing what happened. You're thinking about what happened, and you're working on yourself. You're not just like taking time so you can like F you to your partner. You're like working to understand what part you had in it, like how you can help, how you can be a better person, how you can learn from it and grow. It's a very good card. So I want to address that. And then this just speaks more to it. This is basically a card of conflict. And I see this and I think, it's a card of defeat. Conflict, defeat, same difference. But, well, it is different actually. No, this is a card of defeat. And I do think that whatever happened, you probably do feel defeated. You probably wonder, maybe the relationship is actually defeated, and you are really wondering where you go from here, what happens. I just think you have a lot of questions. I think you guys are both hurting, but you're both, even though this is a heavy top line, I'm not getting a negative vibe off of it. And it's purely because of the Hermit. There are a few other cards that could be here that would make this read as somewhat positive, but I'm getting that you guys really care. Like, you give a fuck, because you really are taking the time to address this. You're not off partying, and I speak for both of you. You're not off doing crazy things, trying to erase the past, trying to forget about things. You're actually like looking within. So I don't need to hammer that message home anymore, but that is where I see you guys. And I do think this defeat, it sits with you. Like, you're not like shaking it off. It's there, which absolutely could make me think you guys love each other. Like, as icky as this top line is, it also makes me think like these might be two people who really love and care about each other and can absolutely get through this. Because I think the fact that you're so bombed and you've been driven to like freaking look within, I think it's good, because the heartbreak happens. You can't, it just happens. I don't know if you guys have been a couple for a while or a little, but whatever happened. And, okay, I just want a little bit more about your guys' relationship dynamic. What's going on? Okay. So I do, Mother of Cups to me, just with cups, I think of this like this kind of this communication, this want to like share feelings, emotions, to kind of just be like emotionally connected. And there is a nurturing quality here. Like I do actually think you guys are, I don't know if you're connecting as much as you were, but I do think you are connecting. I think you're, even if you're just texting, maybe you're talking, maybe you're meeting up for coffee once in a while, whatever. I think when you guys do this, it's very meaningful and intentional. So I don't think you guys are like at a point where you're just like, hey, what's up? And then 10 days later, someone gets back with like, I'm cool. How are you? Like, I think there's just a lot of care. And I'll say with the Three of Pentacles, I actually think you guys are both building something like together with, even if it's meager communication. I think, like I said, there's something very intentional about it. And I think you guys are making a conscious effort on your own, even if you haven't talked about it, to make something of this. I'm going to say I absolutely see love out of you guys in the weirdest way, because it's not like this over the top. Well, it is over the top because you guys clearly really care about each other. You're really committed. I actually get commitment out of this. Like you're committed to doing the right thing moving forward so that you guys can be together. I really see this. And I see you guys wanting to build something together. And maybe you even talk about this. Maybe you talk about like what you could do together, or just how you're taking steps in your own life to do things that would make you a better partner. I really get that out of this as well. So I don't know, maybe one of you is like left a job you hated that was causing a ton of stress. Maybe one of you has whatever, cut something out of your life or added something, started a new habit, dropped a habit, but like actively doing something to just make yourself better, that would absolutely trickle down into the relationship. Yeah. And I can like picture your guys' interactions, and they can be anything from like sitting down and having, you know, a meal or a drink together and like really having thoughtful conversation, or it can be a lot less than that, but just intentional, and kind and like sincere. Yeah, I get a real sincerity between you two. It's really nice. I think I honestly, I'm going to say, I think it is love. I really do. I'm just going to ask like, okay, how do you feel about this person? Okay. So we've got death. This is basically rest and recovery. And this is love. So I'm going to say, with this person, how do you feel about this person? I think there is like a starting fresh. Okay. And if we have death under heartbreak like this, it's actually quite positive. Death doesn't mean someone died. I can't stress that enough. It's like a new, in this regard, it's like the old person died, right? I actually think that you are willing to bury whatever happened. I think you can forgive, and I think you can forget, and I think you can move on. I really think that this is saying like, look, whatever this was, whatever happened up here, whatever pain you caused each other or one person caused the other, I honestly think that you don't have to see them that way anymore. And that is very, very positive. And you're literally resting and recovering. You are taking your time to, I mean, under the Hermit, it totally makes sense. Like you are absolutely taking that time. And about this person, I don't see that you're in a rush to do this. I think you feel very much like when the time is right, you guys will be together, or you will go back to where you were, but never exactly where you were. Cause there's definitely a part of what you had or who you guys were is done, but in a good way. There's something, it's replaced by something better. But yeah, and then this Ace of Cups it is love. It is a genuine, caring, sincere love. I really see that. And it just isn't a card in this context that would show up if it was just you. I really see this being both of you guys. And I can't stress that enough. There's something I see intentional, because I think you guys are both putting conscious thought into doing the right thing to make this a good relationship, to make it a solid relationship, to undo whatever happened up here. I think it's almost like you guys went to counseling, individually or as a couple. You've read books, like you've really been like, I want to make this right, and here's how to do it. It's got that vibe to it. I think things are very, very solid for you guys. I want to know what this person just 2 cards to see how they feel about you. How do they regard you? And so Daughter of Pentacles and Father of Swords. So the Daughter of Pentacles is like, it's I think it's like the girl next door. It's someone who's kind of like the whole package. They see you as like the whole package, right? It's like they adore you. There's something like the Daughter of Pentacles is adorable. She's attractive, she's pretty, but she's like adorable. She's the smart, cute, perky, quirky girl next door. Like she's just everything. And I really think they see you that way. And I hope that you like being seen that way, because for me, I would love to be seen this way. Like they don't just see you as hot. They don't just see you as like smart or just someone who makes money or who wants a family or whatever. Like, you know, or like a trophy wife or whatever. They really see you as like someone who's got a lot of everything from like potential to just greatness on different levels. But there's a sweetness to it. It's a young energy. However, over here we get to the Father of Swords, and this is fierce. So they see you as also, this is what they like about you. That was the question. They see you as like a no nonsense, very swift, very truthful, very direct, like a wise old owl kind of. So not only do they see you as like cute and adorable and probably entertaining and just lovely, but they also see you as like, you know, like as a fierce attorney, basically. Like this is an attorney. And even if you aren't an attorney, like take all that energy of what like a very powerful attorney would be, and like that's how they channel, that's what you give off, that's what they love about you. So yeah, they clearly respect you. They clearly think you've got like a little bit of everything. Yeah, I think they really love you. And it's like they love you because there's something very honest and real about what I'm getting here. Yeah, and this probably isn't even going to be a very long reading because to me, it's just so direct. It's, yeah, I want to know like why, because I'm just not afraid to ask anything because it's so lovely. What do you love about this connection? What do you love about your guys' relationship? So we've got 8 of Wands, 6 of Cups, and the Tower. 8 of Wands. Let me think about this for a minute. So I think there's a level of excitement to your relationship. Not excitement, like I don't get that you guys are like this over. I think you guys are both very similar. I think you guys both live with a certain amount of like rigidity. I don't think you guys are crazy partiers. I think you guys both could be like attorneys. Like I see you having similar lines of work, or at least your brains work very similarly. So, but there's a little bit of excitement here, whether you guys talk about trips that you are going to take. I'm sure you guys are both successful. I think you have the funds to do a lot of the things you want to do. Maybe you guys want to buy like an RV and like take these exciting adventures. I don't know. There's something like good things come to you guys as a couple. I don't know, maybe you belong to like a club and you guys golf all the time and it's just exciting. You're in tournaments. Like, I don't know. It's that kind of a vibe. It's almost like a more upscale, refined excitement. It's not like you guys are, I don't know. Maybe you're running marathons together. There's just something where I feel like you guys really, you do exciting things together, and this kind of gives you a charge. But yet I get it's like a healthy, positive thing that you're doing together. Yeah, and something you both enjoy. And then also this connection, I think you guys are both good people. I do think you treat each other with a lot of kindness and respect. I think you're both very like smart, kind people, and you do. This is also a card of like simple pleasures. And to that point, I don't think you guys need to like, I just say party. It's such a generic term, but like, I don't think you need to party all night to have fun. I think you guys can like really enjoy like sitting down and having a glass of wine together, or cooking a meal together, or I don't know, walking around town and going to a museum together, or whatever, like however cliche. I feel like you have the same idea of what's fun, and it's something just really mature. I just get a level of very good maturity out of you guys. which explains so much about like how you function, where you're going, how you're willing to forgive. There's just so much here. And then for the Tower, I do think you guys, I think each one of you are very confident in a good way, and you know you can recreate, you know you can make a new relationship for yourselves. You don't have to hold on to whatever happened, all those details, all the anger, whatever. I really see that you guys are both very capable and willing to move forward, and that's very very positive and exciting. And yeah, and this, you know, this line here, it's not like it's, I'm sure you guys are passionate. I'm sure you guys really are crazy about each other 100%, but the common thread in your relationship is that you guys are both, it's like you're equally committed, you're equally all in. You guys just seem very equal, but in a very good way. Like this works. And I have a feeling it's hard for you guys to find a good partner that gets you. I could see both of you guys getting kind of like, I don't want to say taken advantage of in your past relationships, but I feel like you give a lot, you trust a lot, you're so willing to work with things because you're so logical. Like there's something just very logical and balanced about how both of your minds work, and you've just kind of found your match. Yeah, I think you guys are both very well suited for each other, and I absolutely 100% see that you guys are both in love, that you both love and care about each other tremendously. So the question is this love? Are they in love? Are you in love? I'm just going to say, like, yes. That is what I get off of this. And I'm just going to end the reading here because it's so positive. It's so good to me that's what I get out of this. So, yeah. And I'll get a good luck charm from Spirit, just, you know, something fun to go off of. But I get love in many different capacities here. So yeah, so Spirit says, fierce serenity. So yeah, I don't know. I think you guys, this would make me think you guys do click. You guys are kind of like you're in your own little world together. There's something very serene and calm about you guys. This would kind of go with what I just said. You have a very unique way of connecting, and you both speak each other's speak. And I think that, yeah, I don't get that you have these over the top blowouts. I said you guys are good at forgiving and forgetting and moving on. And it just, yeah, it does feel serene. You're actually, serene is the perfect word for what I think you guys really, how you guys connect. And we're going to get one more here. And this is the distraction of shiny things. And I'm going to tell you, because I asked this is a good luck charm from Spirit. The first thing I thought of is like, I don't know, a wedding ring or an engagement ring or something beautiful and tangible that you guys can enjoy together. Whatever that is. I mean, the first thing that came to mind was obviously an engagement ring, but if it's not, it's like something that you guys have wanted as a couple that you're going to enjoy together. And it might be something that really does like bring your relationship to the next level. So yeah, I don't know, maybe it's like a fancy trailer or truck or something where you guys can like just use that. And I don't know, but this is a good luck charm. So it means something I do think tangible and beautiful is coming your way. So we'll see. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this reading. I'm asking everyone, please subscribe if you can. I need subscribers so bad. But yeah, if you comment, like, whatever you want to do, but please do that. It would mean everything. But at the very least, if you come back for a reading, I'll just be thrilled for it. So thank you very much, and see you soon. Thank you. This is Light and Bone Tarot. Thank you so much for being here. Yeah, thank you. You are letting me read for you, and we are doing a reading for is this love? Are they in love? Are you in love? Just a lot about love. And I always get jazzed because you're my fourth reading, and I can always tell when it's like just the topic that should have been picked. Like it's been on point. I can just feel it. Each reading was like dynamic and specific, and just, yeah. So I'm excited to do this. We'll see what comes up. Clear quartz kind of looks like a diamond in a way. I love it. Yeah. And so this is your reading. This is your pile. Okay, let's get right into it. I am just way too excited. Okay. I'm going to start with, I'm just doing it the way I did every other one because it was really great. What I want to just see your dynamic. I want to see your relationship and see your connection. So, what do you guys have right now? And we almost couldn't start with a better card. Justice, 2 majors, and Daughter of Wands. I mean, this is strong. Okay, so but let me think about this. So the Sun is an amazing card, okay? It is the sun gives light. It's light, it's energy, it's literally a life-giving force. You need it to survive. It's beautiful. We love it. It gives warmth, it makes us happy, it brings happiness. The sun can also scorch and kill and dry up, and so the sun, something about this first line, there's absolutely nothing bad about it, but I'm going to say there's a little bit, I feel like a balance, your relationship's a little bit out of balance. And here's what I think there's I think something needs to be addressed. I think something's out of whack. I think you guys have an incredible connection. I think you guys have a massive intensity, huge. I think there's a huge physical connection between you guys, a lot of passion, let's say, like everything you would attribute to the sun, fire. However, when I see Justice and I see Daughter of Wands, I think something's out of whack. I think there are probably things maybe you aren't addressing, or you need to be a little more judicious about things and you're not. It's almost like if you were to carry on without addressing something, your relationship wouldn't last. Like, I'm getting that feeling that something needs to change, something needs to give. But moreover, I think there's adjustments that need to be made. And the Daughter of Wands is also the wand is fire. It's more fire. It's more heat. But there's a passion that comes off of the Daughter of Wands. It's like an enthusiasm. It's this, but there is a little bit of selfishness to it. There's a little bit of like me. This is what I want to do. This is my path. I'm gonna do it. There's a desire to do what suits you and pleases you and really not worrying too much about anyone else. It is a kind of a self-consumed energy. And I do get the impression that there's something like that happening with you guys. Either it's like there's an intensity that is being focused in the wrong direction. However, you guys have a very awesome connection. And again, there's a ton of passion here, but I just see that it's a little out of whack. So I can't speak to anything about love yet. And as for Justice, I'm trying to think like, this is almost like a cause and effect. It deals with the heart chakra. I think we're going to see that there are conversations that need to be had. There's like rules that need to be laid. I'm getting like the sense that there's going to have to be some boundaries set. And I do think that one or both of you is going to have to be a little less selfish and kind of you're going to have to operate more as a couple moving forward, or else this intensity, this passion, it's just not gonna, like, it needs to be honed in a little bit. Cause I think things are chaotic with you guys right now. I feel like there's a chaos, a beautiful chaos, but chaos all the same. And yeah, like your relationship could be this hot mess, and it's hot, but you don't want it to get any more messy than it is. And I think it needs to get refined. Let's get a little bit more about your guys' connection. So we've got the High Priestess, and then we've got the 5 of Swords. So I feel like, okay, I'm just going to say, if things, like I said, I don't necessarily know about change, but like if new things don't happen, if certain patterns don't change, and if you don't start implementing new ways of doing things or approaching things, I don't think your relationship's going to last. I'm going to put it that way. I don't see it being sustainable. And the High Priestess, this is a card of mystery, just enough mystery that it makes me think you guys need to communicate a little bit better. There needs to be more conversation. Maybe like less action, more conversation. Maybe you guys are connecting physically a little bit too much, and that isn't sustainable, and you need to like actually start talking and communicating more. I could definitely get that vibe actually, now that I say that out loud. And you can't sustain that, and maybe you are reaching the point in your relationship where that will naturally start to taper off, and you guys will get a stronger connection, mentally or whatever. But sorry, I know I keep saying I just don't see it lasting, but I see that you guys really have something. I can't see what it is yet, but you do have something. There's a reason why you're here, because you are thinking about love. You want to know if it's love, but this intensity you feel right now, I don't know that I could even tell you if it's love or not, because it's too one-dimensional right now. I guess that's it. Your dynamic is very one-dimensional. You have to bring something else into it. So I want to know what I'm going to ask. This card came over and I want to use it. Okay, yeah. What do you like about this dynamic? What do you like? So we've got basically rest and recovery. I mean, these are just the main words, and then we'll talk apathy, and then the world. So I do think that this what you're doing is a little bit of a reprieve from, I'm going to say, a relationship or a circumstance that was hard on you, maybe toxic, maybe, I don't know, abusive in some way. I think that you are really, really enjoying this, or you really have enjoyed it. And I do think that maybe it is getting you out of a state of apathy. You're starting to feel, you're starting to engage. I really think this has been very, very good for you, which is interesting why maybe that is why you're here asking if you're in love, because maybe this has been so awesome, so needed, so everything you wanted, but are you actually in love with this person, or is it just, or has it run its course and you maybe know it's run its course and you are okay with that, but I don't know. I do get the sense that in your gut, you think this has run its course, but you want to make sure. You want confirmation that it has. If you want confirmation that it has, I would say it has. However, if you want to take it to the next level, I really think that's an option, but you would have to change something. But if you don't change anything, then it will burn out, okay? Even though the sun technically will never burn out or whatever, but it will burn out. And if you wanted to change it, you would have to, I think, start talking more. You'd have to show other facets of yourself, be more dimensional, and maybe less selfish, really just open up about, just bring a new level of maturity and openness into the dynamic. But yeah, right now I think this relationship has opened your eyes. It's really shown you things. I think it's made you feel great. And I just think it's made you feel strong. It's kind of almost cleansed you. It's given you this, this hope that you needed. And I really get that. And yeah, the sun, the little lamb here with her sun and her kind of third eye energy. And then this, I just think this has really opened your eyes, and it's been actually very, very good for you. And who knows, this might be your person. You guys might be together for a long time. But again, yeah, there would have to be another layer that you would have to kind of work at to reveal, but not at all. There's nothing here to tell me you can't do it, or it shouldn't happen or anything. It's just, I just see very clearly where you're at right now, but I see now too why you're asking, and why you're in this relationship, and just how awesome it's been for you. Okay, I want to see what how your partner feels about this. What do they feel? So Father of Pentacles and Son of Wands. So interesting, because the Son of Wands is it's not an energy that you really want your partner to be. It's too egotistical. It's too charming. It's the bad Prince Charming kind of thing. It's just a little bit too much. But the Father of Pentacles, it balances it and then some. This is a very sturdy, good, someone who wants to work on a relationship, someone who wants to build a home, a family, a life, someone who wants to be committed. So I would say that maybe you've almost refined, it's you've refined this person a little bit. You've almost shown them, or you could show them the next level. And I do think that, I think probably when you guys went into this, even though it hasn't evolved, your relationship, I really don't think it's evolved from I still think it's very much in this exciting phase where you haven't really shown much of yourself beyond hey, we have this great connection. It's a lot of fun. We're just doing this. We're taking it one day at a time or 1 week at a time. But I still think when it started, let's say your partner was a Son of Wands energy, and now they're this energy. They're a little bit more of this energy. Like, in other words, they've really progressed and matured quite a bit. Whether you guys have talked about it or whether you've seen this from them, I'm not sure. But actually, maybe you've felt it. Maybe you felt that they're kind of like maybe you can feel that they want more. And maybe that's it. Maybe they actually want more and you don't, and you're the one holding it back, and the relationship won't survive without more. And now that I like go through all this, because I got this very strong vibe that the relationship needed more. It needed another layer, another level. And I actually do think you're the one holding back on that now. I think that your partner wants this and you are the one that's kind of keeping it here, which would tell me that your partner would be more inclined to love you than you love them. So I could see that they actually could love you, and that you maybe aren't feeling that way towards them. But I do think if you were to talk to your partner, you would find that they feel a lot towards you, even though you haven't really come out of, you're not planning your future together. You're not talking about all the different ways you can just commit to each other and build a life. But I do think you'll find that they are probably thinking about these things. Whereas for you, I think this has been a very healing experience. It's been kind of like eye-opening. It's shown you things, but I don't know that you're like thinking this is your person. Although it might be, because you are here. So I'm not saying it's not. There's nothing in this, nothing to make me think it isn't. I just think you went into this for one reason. They went into it for one reason. You've kind of stayed the same. You're still in it for that same reason, whereas now they're in it because they actually want more, and they're waiting to kind of see if you're going to give them more. And I will say, I don't think they're going to stick around if you don't. That's why I thought like something's going to have to give. You're going to have to give more and elevate this a little bit. And I will say they are going, that Father of Pentacles, the Son of Wands that you met and started this up with has now become much more focused on what they want, and they do want you, and they want a commitment. So okay, let's get I want to know what your relationship would look like if you did take it to the next level. What would that look like? So we've got Father of Wands. That's Mother of Pentacles. Jesus, you guys. Wow, Mother of Wands. Okay, so I'm going to say, I asked like what it would look like if you took this to the next level. There's a lot here, and it's all very good. It is basically like you guys would love and protect each other, and there'd be endless like passion and devotion between you two. There would be these are such strong, powerful, like passionate, loving energies that if you guys were to go to the next level, I see so much goodness there. I see you actually probably enjoying it a hell of a lot more than you thought you would. I do see that you could be a little dependent on this person. I don't know if you lean towards aspects of codependency, but I see that could be something you could actually, and I think that would happen because you maybe didn't see this as being someone that you could like totally fall for or just wake up one day and be like butt crazy in love with. But I actually think this person has that potential for you. Even if you don't see it now, I do think if you guys went into a relationship, like seriously, that you would be like you would be all in, and it would be almost all consuming. Not a bad thing at all. I don't mean that negatively. I just mean that like, I definitely see that you could be like really crazy about this person. And almost in a like heads up way, like don't lose yourself. But in general, I think your connection would be really, really strong. There's a nice balance here, but yeah, there would be a lot of energy and passion between you two, and I get commitment. I get like a home energy. You guys would really fiercely like look out for each other. You would probably move in together or live together I get the idea you guys are like spending at each other's houses a lot. I don't think you actually live together, but yeah, I think you would, I think you'd be all in, like really all in, if you decided you wanted that. But that's what I see if you guys were together, which means you might not love this person now. I think right now you're just really questioning how you feel about them. I think you would really fall in love with them if you guys did this. But right now, your dynamic is such that it's just not opening up for that. Whereas your person probably is falling in love with you. I'm getting that vibe. And I'm also, like I said, I got the vibe that if you didn't change something or modify or open up, you would probably lose them. But if you did that and you guys wound up in this crazy committed relationship, it would be intense. I want to know two really amazing things about your guys' connection. So we've got Ten of Cups, and then we've got beautiful Six of Cups. You guys really do have something very special. I'm going to say that, and because the evolution here is very, it's real, and it's very real life. Like I really like it. So what's beautiful about your guys' connection, I do think there's a very romantic, like gentle aspect to you guys. I think it's there, even though, and this gives me like a kindness. There's a sweetness to you guys. There's actually like a very simple kind of beauty to you guys, even though, like I said, you haven't revealed these layers that you have. There still has been something very sweet in your guys' connection. There's been like glimpses of how you guys really could be as a couple. I think you've glimpsed it. They definitely have, because like I said, they are falling in love with you. That's what I see. But I just think you're trying so hard to keep this in that one dimension. You're like really trying to compartmentalize this relationship or this dynamic. But you would have to drop that. You would really have to open it up to something bigger. And I like I said, I do think you're recovering. I think you've needed this. It's been exactly what you needed. So you could, just say this was a great experience and walk away from the best thing in your life. Just kidding. But you could do that, or you could go all in, and from what I can see from the cards, have an incredible, incredible connection. But right now, I don't think you're in love. So I don't think you run the risk of losing your mind if you didn't stay with this person, or if you didn't do what you needed to do in the right amount of time and you, let's say, lost them. I don't think you're in love right now. But I think you could be if you started approaching things differently. I do think they are falling in love with you. But that doesn't need to be your concern. It's about also how you feel. So, you'd want to be very kind and gentle to them. If you did end things, you'd want to be honest and straightforward and really let them know, whatever. But I definitely see potential here. This is a very, very interesting reading because it's could go either way, and it's really up to you, which I don't envy. That's a lot of weight because it's basically saying you could pass on like something that could be truly amazing. But the question is, are you ready for it? Because I think it would move very quickly. I think it would escalate to an intense level very quickly. And I get that, because this person, whether you see it or not, or whether you want to see it, they've changed a lot. They're allowing you to keep things here, but they want more, and they've done a lot of growing. And I think you have too. I just don't know what you want. And you have to figure out what you want. So let's ask Spirit for like a good luck charm, I guess, to kind of help you in this decision. Let's ask her. So light in the unexpected. This is pretty straightforward. You can find happiness in the unexpected. And I'm going to say it's vague because it can be like you can partner up with this person for real, and maybe you never actually saw yourself doing that. Maybe you never actually thought you'd fall in love with this person, and now you can, and it could be amazing. Or maybe this is the healing aspect you needed, and now you're back on your feet, and you walk away from this. I mean, either way, don't overthink it, because I don't want you to beat yourself up, or I don't want you to go into it thinking that it is the best thing, because these are just, they're not just cards. Spirit did put these cards here for you, but this is obviously your decision. So light in the unexpected. You know what? It also tells me whatever you do, it's not going to be the wrong move. And I really want to drive that home. I'm not even going to pull over another card, because I'm going to say, whatever you do, you don't know what you're going to do right now. It is unexpected. You're going to make this decision one night, you're going to wake up and you're going to know what you need to do. And I'm going to tell you that's the right move, and that's where you're going to find your light. So you can't make the wrong move. You've kind of healed. You've been very happy. You've met this amazing person. You've had this great experience, and whatever direction you take it, it's up to you. But yeah, this is definitely a unique and very, I think, beautiful and special reading. And I'm going to end it there, because I don't want to influence it any way, and whatever decision you make is the right decision. So have fun knowing that. Okay, thank you very much. If you would subscribe, if you've made it this far, please subscribe. It helps me, or it will help me so much. Really, no one has subscribed, so I don't know what would happen if people started doing that, but I think it would be really great. And if you commented in anything, I would just love to hear if any of this tracks for you. So thank you so much, and I hope to see you again for another reading. Thank you. Goodbye.